Hey guys, this is Trace Bundy. It was awesome. I had a great time playing here at Horizon Church, and I'm already looking forward to the next time getting to come back to Morganton. So if you're at the show, it was good to see you, and if you missed the show, we'll catch you next time. So thanks a lot, have a great day.
All right, thank you very much. Now we're all warmed up. All right, I'm going to play a song, an older song of mine, and it's called Bristlecone. And this song is the first song on my album up there called Adapt. Actually, Talkable's Canon is on Adapt as well. And the song starts out, if you've heard the song before or whatever, the song on the album starts out with this backwards guitar riff, okay? And something about backwards music I've always loved. And I actually, when I was a kid, my older brother, he was really into heavy metal music, okay? He was really into heavy metal. Like, not just like nice heavy metal, like pretty angry stuff, where the guys would be really yelling at you, and I didn't do anything wrong, he'd be mad at me and yell at me. But he'd bring these things home, and there were bands like Slayer and Megadeth and Metallica and Anthrax, which is like a cow disease. And these bands, and they're on cassette tapes, which I know the younger kids won't know. They're these things, rectangles, plastic with spinning wheels, so you can look those up on Google. So we'd bring these things home, and we'd listen to it, and we'd hear these backwards subliminal messages hidden into the songs, right? And I was a sweet young boy, and I wanted to give these guys the benefit of the doubt, so I assumed that the guys from Slayer were hiding inspirational, encouraging messages from us youngsters, right? Well, we figured out one day, if you take the cassette tape apart with a little screwdriver, and you flip the wheels inside out, which you can't do this with an MP3 these days, okay? You put it all back together, you could listen to the backwards messages, and they, we're not inspirational, let's just say. And it's something about the backwards stuff kind of stuck with me as being kind of interesting and cool. Not the bad messages, of course. And so I thought, you know what, I want to work some messages into my album, So the song starts out with this backwards message, this backwards guitar part. And I went into the studio, and I recorded this part. You might recognize it. It's a little riff from the song "You Are My Hiding Place," a little worship song. And I flip it backwards in the studio, and I line it up with the song. It's pretty easy to do in the studio. It's harder to do live, but I'm going to try it because on my looping pedal here, I have a button that says reverse. So I'm going to loop this little part. And on the album, it starts out really quiet, and then it gets louder and louder and louder, and then it stops, and that's where kind of the song Bristlecone starts. And so I need to do that backwards. I need to start with the loud part, and then let it get quieter and quieter, and then flip it around and hopefully line it up and start playing right when the loop stops. And that's the tricky part, because I don't know when it's going to stop. It was in the past, now it's in the future. That makes sense. So if I can line it up, it's going to sound good. So again, hope that makes sense. I'm going to start with a loud strum. It's going to be very loud. It's kind of my tribute to heavy metal, because I was loud, right? So I might even do an arm swing like this when I hit the loud note, okay? I might do an elbow pump, or maybe two, and then I might kind of scan the crowd with one finger. I'm just kind of in that mood tonight, I don't know why. You guys ready? Here we go. Here's my song, Bristlecone.
This is Trace Bundy. You're listening to AmazingGraceRadio.com.